A quick better look at the old Hodner style calculator I got from the flea market. So there are lots of resources on the internet about these things. There are even websites with information for doing complete overhaul and very detailed user manuals, in fact. So it will be helpful because I want to put it back in a beautiful condition, but it is working. Excuse me. So yes, about the so it is an Hodner rebranded calculator, I believe. Here is the information from the reseller. Compagnie Ado, 33 Rue Lafayette, Paris 9th District. Phone number is 3940 if you want to call them. So in fact this thing is made of three main parts from what I did see already on the websites. So there is the base in a solid die cast. This moving part here is the carriage. It allows to do decimals, calculations and such. It holds the result counter here with reset handle here and the main crank number of turns counter here. So this part can be removed by pulling up this plug at the bottom here. And there is no permanent link between this part and this part, which is called the register. It is where you enter your value. And you have to do one turn of this handle to register your value, in fact, in the calculator. So for calculate this thing here, I do not know what it is for, and this I do not know what it is for. So it is basically an adding machine, but you can also multiply and even divide and do square roots, it seems. So if I enter a value, let's say 1222, it will be nice. I do one turn of the handle, and if it is not stuck, it will take the value, but I have issues with this thing here, in fact. It's a little annoying, this thing, because it is getting stuck. So it did just reset. Okay, let's try again. 1000, it is not the easiest thing to use, by the way. Not very convenient. Okay, now I did do one turn here, and you can see my value is written here. Now if I want to add, let's say 38 to this, it is really the basic operation I am showing here. You set 38 on the things here, and you turn your crank, and you are given the result. By the way, the zero numbers are really dirty on this thing. The others are quite good. Now if I want to remove, to subtract, let's say 5 to this, I set 5 and I turn the crank counterclockwise. And here we are, I did remove 5. And if I do it again, and again, and again, it removes. And here now the turn counter here became red because it is negative. I did remove several values and it go, my counterclockwise turns exceed my clockwise turns. If I want to add another value, let's say 34 to this, I can now turn this way and it will start adding. And this continues to get red. Maybe in fact they're always red, I'm not sure. So if I want to reset this result here, I turn this until it resets. If I want to reset here, I turn also until it resets. So let's try again. 44. No, I have white numbers this time. So it looks like when I start to do negative numbers, it becomes red. And here I have a nice bell because I did mess it up completely. It cannot do negative numbers, it seems. Let's do it again. I'll just set 1. And it is again messed up. Maybe I need to reset this first. Then this. This is quite a pain to use this thing. Now it is because I am turning the wrong side. I am dumb. I set 1. I turn clockwise. And yes, now I have 1 on the register here. If I want to I have 2. If I want to remove 22, I turn the other way, and in fact it cannot count under 0. It seems these are little indexes. It allows to keep track of a decimal point. There is a way to do quickly multiplications, but I have not added this time. This allows to move this thing if you want to act or to further drum here. In fact, for instance, if I remember what I did read, I can set it to 0. I enter 100. I turn clockwise. And now I want to multiply it by 5. Will it work? I have no clue. I move like this and I turn clockwise. No, in fact I did add 500 to this. So it allows to add the value with several zeros behind quickly, in fact. Okay, so as you can see, this thing needs a lot of cleaning. It will be fun. It contains just under 700 parts, it seems. And by the look of it, it is quite easy to take apart, except for possible rusty screws and locking pins, as in here, for example. So it will be a fun project, by the way. Screws will need replacing. They are metric, so it is not too hard to find, but I don't think I will be able to find flathead screws like this easily. So, thanks for watching for now. Bye bye.